It's 5 o'clock.
And it's Crackerjack.
A meteor storm that the sky above us was dancing with lights. Purple, green, brilliant yellow, yes!
What?
These shoes! They fit perfectly. Yes.
But James, I need you.
So does England.
There are worlds out there where the sky is burning, where the seas asleep and the rivers dream. People made of smoke and cities made of song. Some of there's danger, some of there's injustice, and somewhere else the tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, yes, indeed. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are in this world. This is not live. No, this is not live. It looks like it's live, but it's not. It's not live. For me, this is Yom Kippur, right? Started at, I think, 5 o'clock for me, my time, which is 3 o'clock in your time in the UK. It's the holiest day of the Jewish year, where we celebrated by not eating for 25 hours and spending the day in solemn fasting, right? So I am very much offline. I'm not going to do a show on Saturday either, because it's like 25-hour fast. It wears you out, plus all the praying, which is kind of like intense. How would I describe it? Intense meditation. I think it's the best way to for the lay person to describe it. I will be out of commission. I might go on Facebook later that night. It depends. I normally have something to eat, and then we got bagels. How much more Jewy can you get? I might get a second one right now. So the day before, which is right now, it's 10 to 9 in the morning for me. We call it a mitzvah, a meritorious thing, a good thing to eat. The more you eat today, the better. So because again, you're not eating tomorrow. So that's good. My wife right now is making. Not hash browns. We don't have potatoes, but she's making biscuits. That's American biscuits and eggs, I think. So yeah, that will certainly be nice. So that if you see a cut happening in this video, it's for that, right? It is for that. So anyway, why am I doing this video right now? Why am I recording this? Because I was a bad rabbi, right? I was a bad rabbi. I forgot to do something. Where is it? Doink. This is the thumbnail I had from Thursday. It'll be Thursday. October 10th, right? This is the thumbnail I had. Firstly, what an awesome thumbnail, if I say so myself. Millie, you look fantastic as always. We're going down, and not in a good way. We're doing better than ever. And as the queer era sinks without a trace, Russell Davies spins more BS, right? Yes, he does. It's what he does nowadays. Like, he's big into it. Like, everything he says, I know, just sounds like utter bunk to me. Anyway, I forgot in my stream last night to get to that, which was the headline story. Now, what was this headline story, right? Which I didn't get to. I was going to go over his Doctor Who magazine article. Right? I just got through reviewing Doctor Who magazine, and okay, I thought this was one of the worst covers I've ever seen in my life. Like, really, genuinely bad. Then I realized it was a polybagged issue, because if you get a print issue, you get a very good book in it. You actually get two good free things there, so I think it's actually worth the money. You get a book written by Fraser Hines of novelization of, not Destiny of the Daleks, Evil of the Daleks. And it's brilliant, right? It came out last year. I think probably the best product that came out in the anniversary year. Man, bit of a stamp squib that anniversary year was, wasn't it? It did not work out well. All right, so you get that. Also, you get a Big Finish, a full Big Finish story to download, which I think is also very nice. But this cover is cack, so I realized this is the poly bag it comes in. And I was like ranting all through my reviews. Said, why can't they just use this picture of Paul McGann from what's it called again? The Big Finish thing they did live. Which, again, looked fabulous. I would have loved to have gone to that. Why don't you use that? And then when I got to the end of the review, Stuff of Legend, they did use that, even though it still could use quite a bit of Photoshop, bit of like, all that. And what I would have done, probably, is photoshopped it onto his TARDIS console. They actually had a bunch of good pictures they could have used. And look at this. I know. I mean, India doesn't look like she did 20 years ago, admittedly, but that sounds pretty good. To me, it looks like the third Doctor and Joe Jones thing, when you have like old Joe Grant, who's now Joe Jones, meets up with the Doctor again. Tim Treloar playing the Doctor. She looks like a lot more years have passed for her than for him. I can tell you, it's a man's world, baby. It is a man's world. Oh yeah, so you also get this. This is excellent. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So it's really is a strong recommend. Fine, but let's see what Rusty Davies has to say in this column. I used to run to read this. Now I'm like, I couldn't care less what you're going to say. It's just going to be spin and bullshit, right? Because look, essentially, his new era is a complete failure. All right, it's like there's no buzz, no one cares. It didn't work out very well. It's just in every way we define failure, it's been a failure. And I look at it and I'm like, literally everything I say about the production is wrong. And the TARDIS set, I was so on board for Shooty Gatwa. I was excited for Shooty Gatwa. No, it's just he just didn't bring it as a Doctor. I mean, maybe he could have done. I don't know. Right? I've never seen him not play a super gay person. Right? I think that's his range. He can only do super insane gay. And I guess there's so much gay and queer that's in Doctor Who now. Like, it's relentless. Like, okay, you had this article over here again, which is like I was interested in the screening of the new version of the Happiness Patrol, and they didn't get a copy of they didn't get the new version, they had the old version. But at the event, there's a drag queen. Why is there a drag queen in everything? Although, like, again, no one like, drag is under attack. No, I just don't want to be omni-fucking-present. Like, why constantly do I have to see drag fucking queen? It's like seeing a rabbi in literally everything all the time. You will say that's a bit weird, right? You will say, and even though I am of a rabbinical bent, I don't think that would really work for me, frankly, right? I don't know. It's just relentless, right? Relentless. So yeah, this new queer Doctor Who not doing very well. Let's be fair. It's been 3 years since it was announced, and boy, just every foot. Well, they put every foot wrong, and you can kind of tell. Like Rusty Davies in this picture looks more like he's shitting himself than he has done in previous. He's always got that kind of like smuggish look, right? Let's see if I can find an old one. And he really does. He really has this kind of like smuggish look. Let's pick up this one. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just doing this randomly. Right? Let's have a look. Rusty Davies. There you go. And I was right. Look, he's got that bit of a smuggish smirk there. Oh, look at me. I'm going to be the best as ever. Total failure. You can tell, mate. You can tell. So it's doing very badly. It's going down very badly. Bad for them, I'm sorry. But look, again, what can I tell you? If you make a queer show, you're mainly going to appeal to queer people, right? And there's not many of them, right? It's like 3%, or probably more, because people who aren't gay who are also queer. I don't know. That's weird. Whatever. We're allies. But like most people just want to watch Doctor Who and have fun, right? And it not be about representation, or just it's again, and it's weird representation where you have drag queens in literally everything all the time, as we're going to see here. So to me, it's not surprising it's failed awfully. Shooty's just not very good. Let's be fair, he's just not very good. Hello, faithful reader. Dr. Shomron gives us a comprehensive update on where things stand in every corner of the Whoniverse. I hate the fucking Whoniverse now. I liked doing it first, hated it now. And it was so much better when it's called production notes. There's so much more character. Hello, faithful reader. Let's have an update. Your current era is shit, and I don't think it's being renewed past the war between the land and the sea. I don't think there's going to be a season 3. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to be wrong. Actually, I'm really not happy to be wrong. If I never have to see it, I'd rather it cancel than continue. Because I'm sick of watching it. I don't like it. And I'm compelled to watch it to comment on it. I want to, it's like, you want to see what's going on with this old love of your life. That's why, I'm getting ready to do a regular James Bond stream with Dan from Type 40. and some others. And we're really excited about it because there's not been an invasion of weirdos into Bond, right? You could just have a laugh about it and it's not a big deal, right? You can be politically incorrect and nobody really minds. Oh, like we want to do shows like, you know, the best rack on a Bond girl. Well, that's I don't know who the winner is, but I'm excited to see excited to see them go for it. Let's have an update on the current state of play of the Hooniverse in the year ahead. Right, they're filming the last thing right now, mate. I'm writing this on Thursday, the 12th of September. So this is where we are. War Between the Land and Sea. Such a crap title, right? Such an uninspiring crap title. In the Office, this show is generally shortened to TWB, the War Between. Okay, fine. Which makes it which makes me think it stands for Torchwood Birmingham. Okay, you know you're in charge. You wrote this. We're in the third week of filming. How many weeks do you have? Because that's it for filming, mate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will still start filming. They keep making new Star Trek, inexplicably. Sometimes it's good, right? It's Picard season 3, excellent. Strange New World season 1, excellent. Well, very good, not excellent. Very exciting. The shoot will go on just before Christmas, and then it will end forever. Oh, please end forever. And it's a mammoth task. All wrangled by one director, Dylan Holm Williams. Okay, I wrote episodes 1 and 5. Pete Matigue, you throw him about. That's nice. Wrote episodes 2, 3, and 4. Well, I think I like the Pete Matigue, even though. No, look, I found his trailers for the Blu-rays to get kind of grating towards the end, like especially the Joe Grant and the Lesbians of the Deep. That was just like, oh god! And I was really glad they're putting that money into making, better Blu-ray releases rather than trailers. That I don't think improve sales at all. In fact, I bet the trailer for season 25 with all the new content will probably do as good or better as the Pete Matigue mini movies he did. And episode 4 is by both of us. Shooting a mini-series in one block brings its own challenges. Don't care. Normally 5 episodes will be broken down into 2 or 3 blocks, filmed roughly in order. But this is all one big block. Oh, you like it big, don't you, darling? So an actor could appear for the first time in the very last scene of the very last episode. Indeed, someone does. But we could need to shoot them tomorrow. Equally, someone could be needed in episode 1, scene 1. But because we shoot until December, logistics galore. This is really boring. This is like Chris Chibnall's production notes. Also boring. Like full of like minutia. It's boring. Literally, when you see all those names listed in the credits, that's people are hammering this into shape with smoke and steam and hissing from the joints as they batter the schedule with big hammers. Oh look, Jigs Monsoon's back. Oh fuck off! You can't blink without a drag queen, right? Whoever sent you the memo that drag queens were awesome and everybody loves them all the time. Please, more drag queens. They were lying to you. That's not true. Maestro Encore and mini events with the Doctor, the Flinks, another piece of shit that looks like from CBBC, and the return of Maestro, especially shot for the BBC prompts. And look, that was about a month ago. I never even heard of it. That's how much nobody gives a shit about your fucking Maestro, right? We're also being shown on TV in the UK at Christmas. Fingers crossed. As we said last, DW document, Phil Connolly shot the Jinx's material in New York. But that's not all he was out there for. More to come. Okay, you're not exciting me with anything, right? You're not exciting me with anything. I've seen what's happened. Joy to the World, Stephen Moffat's Christmas special. You have seen the pre-titles for this online, and I was reasonably unimpressed. And oh god, shit, he's just shit as a Doctor. I'm sorry. Release on San Diego Comic-Con, but there's tons more to come. We had a final mix on August 29th, and that's it. 100% ready. And absolutely beautiful. Don't believe you. Fine. What these 8 episodes of Doom we got coming up for. Episode 201. That's what the documentary says. 201. The first of season 2. It's not episode 2. 101. Okay, 201. It's 9. Oh no, we count all specials. It's 10. I will say this was 80% ready. We just changed the title, and there's the most wonderful showcase for Rada see-through. Good piece of casting, right? She was really good in Boom. Excellent in Boom, and not hard on the eye either. So although again, the best thing about this era by far, Millie Gibson, like nothing touches that. I've just changed it over for Rada see-through as Belinda Chandra arrives in the Doctor's world with a massive slam. Okay, why does everything have to be big, right? Plus on those beautiful FX I've ever seen. You keep telling us everything's the bestest ever, and everything is always shit. I am sorry, right? I'm sorry that you think Jinx Monsoon is the bestest thing fucking ever. Oh, it's so family friendly, especially the story she told about losing a condom up her ass with some random lover that she never met before or spoken to. As Phil says, we keep learning how to make this show. Well, I hope you can. I hope you can do better than you did last year. I doubt that's possible. And this one really shows that off. What you mean? Like this, the greatest monster ever in 73 yards? Fuck you. I'll say 70%. Episode 2, 70% ready. Though the FX vendors might have a amount decline where producing FX that the show has never really tried before. Why don't do stuff they tried before? Why don't you see if you can walk before you can run? Enormous fun and weird chills with a loving guest as poor Reginald Pyre. Okay. Episode 2 or 3. Bruh, I'm just saying, bruh, scary. So some kind of snowy adventure. And that's not, the dog from Tintin. And if it was a snowy adventure with a dog from Tintin with Shooty Gatwa, I think that probably means that Shooty Gat was going to be fucking a dog, right? That just seems to be the way this thing runs. And this was episode 204. First we shot along with 201. So I'd say 95% ready, though none of these has a music score yet. So Murray would say it stands at 0.7%. Music score is quite important. A brand new slant on Doctor Who. So just do Doctor. Don't do new slant. You haven't pulled off doing Doctor Who yet. And I'm sorry, you haven't got a full episode where I went, oh, that was quite good Doctor Who. No, I'm sorry, it's all falling apart. I'm very excited for this to be seen. Well, you shouldn't. Episode 205, about 70% ready. I had the great delight the other day of sitting in on Zoom, screen sharing at the sequence from this, and saying to the writer, can you believe you wrote that? Well, I think they can. And oh boy, they were grinning. Oh, God. There's probably more queer stuff, right? Oh, look, we got more queer representation. Can you believe it right there? Yeah, I can believe it. Episode 206, we've already had a massive shoot and tons of edits for the FX. And yeah, I suspect it's about 8% ready. What an epic. Oh, God, it's the hugest thing ever. You can't keep saying the same thing. It's like, do you remember when, what was it, after 9/11? George Bush kept saying they killed the number 2 guy in Al-Qaeda, right? On the 15th time you say that, it's not that impressive anymore. We might finish about, 2029, but wait till you see Sabine and Cora and Kid and, I think they're going to be shit when I see them, I'll go, here, remember back in October 2024, right? When he said, wait till you see them and you see them and it's shit. We said, they're shit. Hopefully I'll remember this and I'll play this one back when I do the review of the episode. Episode 207, first of a 2-part finale. Oh, what, like the last great one, right? Still at an early stage. It only just had an edit signed off on, and lots of work to come with brilliant guest star and revelations of God. But this is epic. Oh God, what great piece of classic Doctor Who you're taking a shit on now. And the epic continues. The edit is still wide open. We're still finishing key sequences. It's all been planned. We have time to spare. So that's the 8 episodes plus Christmas plus The War Between the Lands, TWB. So we're on work on. So we're working on 14 episodes, just like the old days and beyond. Yeah, you're not. Secret project. Oh, you'll see. Again, was it going to be like last time you said that? It was Tales of the TARDIS, right? Which devalued your finale because we saw the memory TARDIS before we saw it on screen, before we saw it in the story, right? So it wasn't like a charming surprise. It was just kind of dull. Future scripts, 3 of them sitting there, 3 different writers, 1 script already on draft 6. I guess they're paying them for this. I'll work with them a few more weeks and then we'll park them until needed because the decision to commission season 3 won't be made until after season 2 has been transmitted. We know. Look, I think the BBC, for them, it's a done deal. It's committed. They're doing more commission. They're doing more, no question. Disney's like, yeah, this was cheap, but shit. And that's always been the deal since the start. You lying cunt, right? You are lying. Again, we remember, this is 3 years ago, right? 8 episodes a year. Yeah, you lying cunt. There's always been we might not have, we were going to have 8 episodes a year and a couple of spin-offs a year, and it's going to be Mark Fabulous, right? And didn't work out so well, did it? No, it bloody didn't. Although that may not be, maybe not, with the whole of the War Between Land and Sea complete and the rest of season 2 hammer into shape. So the great work goes on, and I always think every episode of Doctor Who is someone's first episode. A lot less now, isn't it, mate? Imagination will be sparked across the world with these 14 episodes, boil and bristle and burst onto the screen. It's just going to be queer propaganda. I mean, let's be clear. That's the only thing you know how to do is queer bloody propaganda. Here comes the future, and it's shaped like a blue box. Whoop, whoop. Again, it's not really working anymore, Russell. It's not really working. I'm sorry to tell you. There's one other bit of news, which I can't believe I didn't get to. Let me just find it. Go to Doctor Who on the Twats, official BBC. Because I was noticing, wait a minute, we had all this merch was announced and none materialized, right? It was really quite strange. So finally, when was this? 3 days ago, the action figures were announced for Shooting Gatwa. Now, do you remember there were a lot more action figures announced in the initial lineup? Let's go over here for a second. There was Meet the Beat going to come out, and also, where is it? Hang on. No, it was by the annual. Because I was looking at something when I did my review last night. I said, wait a minute, that never happened, and that never happened, and that never happened. What's going on with that? I mean, it's over here. Is the annual? Where is he at? Coming soon. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Because I remember the Wraith Warrior figures were sculpted and ready to go. I think they were cancelled because it's not doing very well, right? So, look, good sculpts of the figures, just shit characters, I'm afraid. And that's not a TARDIS playset. That's just that shit TARDIS. Oh, man, I hate that TARDIS. Coming soon, 15th on Ruby Sunday action figures. Bring over the TARDIS team of Season 1. An exciting new twin pack of action figures from Character Toys. I'm not that exciting. Take Millie Gibson's clothes off. Yeah, maybe. And don't you remember they were going to do all these different shooters with all these different costumes? I guess none of that happened, did it? Character and BBC, I guess they rebranded from Character Options to Character Toys. Character and BBC Studios are proud to announce the fans and collectors. It's only collectors, not fans. Of the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday. Again, he called him 15th Doctor because just to establish he's the Doctor. Right? 15th Sunday and Ruby Sunday. We'll join the ranks of the other incarnated companions and foes of the shelves everywhere. Not mine. To announce, the announcement comes along with images of the latest Vortex Edition characters. What does Vortex Edition mean? I have no idea, right? I see that he comes with his shit sonic screwdriver and that landmine from Boom where he stood on and cried and got Millie to walk into a minefield of invisible mines, right? Yeah, that was really dumb. Oh, you also get, she gets a phone accessory, that's nice, and he gets the psychic paper, which I thought was a good idea. Catherine Linden, Character Options brand manager, commented, since their first appearance at London Toy Fair, we've been inundated with requests for release of the 15th Doctor and Ruby figures. Yeah, up until about they were seen on screen. Then the demand fell quite a lot, didn't it? We are delighted to confirm the figures will be available in 2 formats, an exclusive bundle pack from Character Online, and as individual packs with alternative decoration at mass retail, both launching later in the year. So, okay, I guess it's for the Christmas market. These Gen 3 figures feature a higher specification decoration for extra detail, and features included internal pivots on neck and ankle. Can he take his coat off and bend over? Because that's the thing he's going to need to do most. His tan coat, orange stripe and blue trousers, black trainers, the Doctor's accessories include sonic screwdriver, landmine from the episode Boom, the ubiquitous psychic paper. Meanwhile, Ruby Sunday figure, as played by Millie Gibson, is presented with the look she debuted in the story with the red jumper, tartan shorts, squats. Okay, I guess that's a new thing. I don't know. As well as a black bomber jacket, and comes with a mobile phone and a shoulder bag of accessories. God, so this is where Doctor Who's come to. She's got a shoulder bag of accessories. This online exclusive set features specially designed packaging, allowing the figures to be opened and played with or repackaged for display. Each figure is individually boxed and beautifully sleeved together. I mean, it probably will be packaged nicely, in all fairness. As a single purchase, sturdy in a transit box. Again, this is all for collectors. None of this is for normal people, right? The mass retail version will be available shortly after in a single fuse blister card. Who cares? The Doctor in his teal shirt, ocean green trousers, and Ruby Sunday dressed in a denim jacket. Oh, do we have a picture of him? Let's have a look. Let's go to the character website. Okay. Do a picture of... Oh, here we go. So that's the packaging. Not bad. £40 though for 2 figures. That sounds a bit pricey. Yeah. And he's not crying. You know. Don't you think he should have Shooty crying? No. I would so much rather get this. Oh man, that's way better. Yeah, these are way better. Anyway. So there you go. Finally, they're showing up. Fine. So let me hand over to me. The rest of this comes from a stream I did on Tuesday, I think. Talking about David Tennant being a sad twat. What can I tell you? I used to love you, David. Now you're a sad twat. Happens to the best of us. Well, not really. Just has to be with a woke mind virus, which is you. So fine, let me hand over to me from a few days ago. Yeah, let's get to a bit of David Tennant, right? A bit of David Tennant. Where is it? David Tennant apparently... doesn't. Well, let's hear him for himself.
I'm always conflicted because as an actor, it's not really my job. If I really want to get political, I should run for Parliament, and I'm not about to do that.
And you're not about to do that because if anybody ever questions you on your idiot politics that only hurts children, and you always smugly say, "I'm defending children," right? The reason you have such a moronic political stance is because you are not questioned, right? You're not questioned at all. And now you are being questioned, right? No, you're not being questioned. If people had just had enough of you, right? I mean, Mr. Hey, let's vote Labour. How about, the winter fuel allowance? Yeah, like, do you want, I mean, again, you trying to tell me there isn't a 2-tier Britain under Starmer, right? Where literally, they've let child molesters out of jail to put people in jail that had made Facebook posts that they subsequently deleted that in some way criticize the worldview of the government, right? So you supported fascists and you're a moron. I would love to get you to answer questions about detransitioners.
If I really want to change the world, I could probably go off and do something about it. And I put faces for a living, and I'm not planning on changing that anytime soon.
But there is power in having a public platform, which I guess is the conflict because.
Again, he doesn't seem that bloody conflicted, does he? Frankly, he's like, no, I will use the power of my public platform to. I know. Is he serious? I think he probably is because he's got a trans kid or a gay kid, or like a kid who shouldn't be sexual or sexually active, should be being a kid who is trans or gay or non-binary or some shit. I don't know, right? And almost definitely doing that to get his mother's love because that kid will know. They've got a bunch of kids to get attention. The number one best way will be to be trans or whatever it is. Not traditionally sexual, because her mother's an insane fucking harpy from hell, right? Yeah, who tells Tennant what to think and do all the time?
Can shift the dial by just being you.
You shift the dial against you. Here's the thing: like, you used to be Teflon. Genuinely, you used to be absolutely Teflon. And anything that you did worked. And then I guess you saw the ratings for your Doctor Who specials that made everyone who want to vomit, right? And then you were like calling out, black women who were in government, but they didn't support your ideas. They suddenly weren't. They suddenly needed to be gotten rid of, didn't they?
Oh, it would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's sometimes where you're going to think, well, I am going to say that because yeah, you are afforded a louder voice just because people.
Oh yeah, you notice that you are afforded a louder voice and you use it obnoxiously. Again, you use it to hurt children.
Who you are, but I do always
use it to hurt children, not out of malice, but out of narcissism. Which I don't know if that's worse or not, but I think it's out of narcissism.
I'm always cagey about overusing that voice or
well, really, like again, no one's seen. We've been watching you very closely, and nobody has seen any evidence of you being cagey in any way, shape, or form, darling. Right? No one's seen it. Because if that is you being cagey, you're fucked up. I'm sorry. Come on my stream anytime you want, David, and we'll have a frank discussion. And if you can defend your bonkers worldview, good for you, right?
Venturing into areas where, how am I trying to put this? I don't want to start telling people how to think because I could do something else.
But you do tell people how to think.
Does that make sense? I could run for parliament. I could, you don't need to listen to me because I'm an actor, because you liked me in a show.
That's the only reason people do listen to you, because they feel, okay, if someone has done something for you that has brought you happiness and joy, you are indebted to them. That's like normal human psychology. Genuine. That's why you feel somewhat indebted to them. And that's why you have such a strong voice, right? And you have used it so deeply unwisely. Again, your support of Labour has been disgraceful. And given what a disgrace Labour is.
Doesn't give me the right to tell you how to think.
But
you do! What the fuck? Doesn't give me the right, but you do!
Sometimes.
Knowing your voice helps a community that is often struggling.
It's never fucking struggling! Are you fucking kidding me? Well, okay, how is total cultural dominance with rainbow flags fucking everywhere in any way struggling? Okay, replace the rainbow flags with Israeli flags everywhere, right? With the same amount of photo, and in every classroom. No, Israel will always sought peace. Right, Israel is essentially on defense, right, and is trying hard not to hurt Palestine. If you have that messaging all the time, everywhere, right, which I happen to believe is true, would you be up for that? No. Would Jews feel like culturally or physically intimidated? No, we fucking wouldn't. They're not on the back foot. Why do you think they're on the back? Oh, because a bunch of drama queens started screaming at you. Yeah, they're drama queens. They do that. That's why they're that's why we call them drama queens, right?
That is often struggling.
Never fucking struggling. Not since 1974.
Certainly in the
It's a beautiful thing.
Certainly in terms of anything I say in support of the LGBTQ
mafia
community.
No, it's the LGBTQ bullies, right? The queer bullies, which you are on the side of. These are the most disgusting people, and not because they're fucking gay. which most of them aren't. They're the most disgusting people because they are the most disgusting people. They have no moral value whatsoever. They are not nice people. And again, nothing to do with being gay. And nobody should take action against anyone, right? Live and let live, baby. But yeah, you help the bullies, right? You help the fucking bullies.
It just feels like common sense to me, and I find it ludicrous how some of those conversations have been weaponized.
Oh, what? Well, they took your words not out of context, right? And you said, Kimmy Banrock, I just wish she'll go away, right? Yeah, okay, this is a man crying because he... what's it? So I want to hear his response again.
Anything I say in support of the LGBTQ community, it just feels like common sense to me, and I find it...
It's common sense to you because you refuse to have a conversation about it and scream anybody's a bigot that questions you, right? Is it, again, how do you answer the sea of detransitioners who said they were hoodwinked into life-changing surgery that made them sterile, right? Like, what do you say to them? It's a real fucking question. Yeah, the number one treatment to cure body dysgraphia or dysmorphia, whatever it's called, is leave them alone. Do nothing, and then most people end up identifying as the sex they're born in, which is not something you don't want. They don't do it like they're like beaten into submission. They do it because they're normal fucking human beings, and they haven't been taken out of context at all.
Ludicrous how some of those conversations have been weaponized.
So that's really about it. Finally, when we get down to it, that's what it's about. Yeah, let's remind ourselves of David, Tennant, Kemi, was it Bannerock? Oh, here it is, yeah. Which he got his ass handed to him in a most epic way for. Here, where's the download thing? Doink. He wears the most stupid outfit. LGBTQ Tennant twat. That's what we'll call this video clip. Doink. So let's see how this is taken out, how it's been weaponized ludicrously.
We wake up and Kemi Badenoch doesn't exist anymore.
Again, how's that okay? Yeah, no, you just said you want a minority. These people are supposed to get protected status. A black woman in power who has clawed her way to power. Yeah, who was that? One of the guys running to be ahead of the Tories, which again, I'm not a fan of the Tories at all. But it was the black guy. I don't know anybody's name, but he was saying, I think quite rightly, Labour is incensed that the three first women prime ministers were all conservative, right? Their first black foreign secretary, but yeah, all these things he rattled off. We just don't care. We just get on with like, but they really don't. They really, James Cleverly, they really genuinely don't, right? It's and I think that makes them. It does make them crazy.
I don't wait.
David, that applause there was sucking your virtual cock sucking. It was sucking your virtual cock, right? You virtue signaling cunt. That's why were you virtue signaling? So you could have your cock virtually sucked by adoration.
I don't wish ill of her. I just wish her to shut up.
Yeah, David, I wish you would shut up, right? And you were just so happy to get your little award, weren't you? Right? But here's the thing. No one gives a shit about you anymore. You don't sell things like you used to. And that's really the bottom line, right? I mean, like Doctor Who. This last stint in Doctor Who just totally demolished you, right? It really set you back. So I think he's plugging his new TV show. He talks about sex, I think. Let's have a look.
Never something. It's not something I look forward to.
Yeah.
Sex scenes. Well, it depends who it's with. I would if I wasn't on camera, I guess.
I mean, I don't have to do nearly as much as you do, but I mean, everyone has a bit of.
I wonder who else is in the room. I don't know. Like, who is that? Like, what's his name? Ron Jeremy? Who? Okay. What's the name of his new show? Okay, now I've got to look up David Tennant. Wait. What's he in right now? Look at his IMDb. Young Jedi. Well, did it come out yet, or is it about to come out? Rivals. I thought it was out already. Okay, who else is in it? Aidan Turner. I guess Aidan Turner. I mean, he's a good-looking lad. I can see him do lots of sex scenes. Yeah, he is a good-looking lad, isn't he? I think so. I think it probably Aidan Turner. I don't think it was Danny Dyer. I was like, oh yeah, got to do all the bloody time, mate. Oh, no end of the rumpy pumpy for Danny Dyer. That's even when I was in the Queen Vic.
That kind. I mean, this is part of the story is about how people manage their sexuality for good, for ill, for in positive ways, in negative ways. That's
okay, Dave. Just so you know, right? It's normally a negative way when you're trying to get a kid to cut off their dick. Okay, that's normally a negative way.
Part of what Julie wrote, and that's the story that we just decided to tell. And I think it's important that you meet that and that you don't shy away from it. And part of your job as an actor, I suppose, is to get over yourself. And
no, the reason he's in there doing sex scenes is because women like him, right? They are turned on by him, right? Although a lot more turned off now.
You're trying to let people into the intimate lives of these characters and what that reveals about them. So, I mean, all the scenes are there. They all inform the characters, inform the story. So you have to focus on that side of it, the storytelling aspect, and yeah, get over yourself. Yeah.
Oh, David, I wish you would get over yourself, darling. Oh, you've no idea. I really wish you'd get over yourself. You're such a dick now. Oh, never listen to your wife. I mean, not never listen to your wife. You need to evaluate what your wife says and not take it like it's the gospel truth, right? I want to give you an example. These are the media stories, right? This is the biggest normie media story about Doctor Who going around. This was from yesterday, right? Doctor Who icons unite with House of Dragons star for a brand new spin-off. Now, I know it's not the war between the land and the sea, or maybe it was, right? I don't know. But I'm trying to okay, what is this? 4 Doctor Who legends have joined forces with a House of Dragons star for a brand new spin-off. Well, what is the spin-off? Doctor Enthusiast, Doctor Enthusiast, you're in for a treat. 4 legends from the TV show will unite in a new spin-off. Peter Davison will be reprising his role of the 5th Doctor, lending his voice to a new audio series of the 5th Doctor adventure, Hooklight. So this is the new thing from Big Finish. And it's like, this is the most standard release they have for him right now. They are doing 2 box sets of 6 episodes each of essentially one story, right? And I think it's kind of quite fun. But this is not, this shouldn't be in the newspapers, right? This is nothing. This should not be news. BBC audio series will be split into 2 parts, with tales being told over 12 episodes. We'll be joined by his fellow stars, Janet Fielding, Tegan, Sarah Sutton, Nissa, and Matthew Waterhouse Adric. Who's the Game of Thrones star? The series synopsis read, there's a light which must never be lit when the TARDIS runs aground in an ancient realm of mourning. The Doctor learns the powerful force has re-emerged. A lamp filled with mystical substance known as Hooklight and has been discovered, and this could mean the end of everything. A great question. It sounds like an idea. So they're joined by Kyrian. Who is Kyrian Bew? It's not like, oh yeah, Kyrian Bew. We all know Kyrian bloody. I mean, like, I've nothing against Kyrian Bew, but I just don't know who they are. Who do you play in? Is he the guy who played the non what's the word? The non-Targaryen who can fly a dragon. Let's see who's bloody playing. House of Dragon, Hugh. I think it is him, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think. Let's see some. Yeah, okay. So he plays this kind of loutish drunken who is not a full Targaryen who gets to fly a dragon. He ends up being an answer. Really? So he's in a Big Finish release. I mean, this is such a non-story. But the story is, I was talking about Celia in a minute. The story is that Doctor Who, the TV show, has zero cultural reference. It's Dead Man Walking. I do not think we're going to see any more of it past the war between the land and the sea. I just don't. I think Disney is like, well, that was a fun experiment. Fuck it. It's not going to work. Didn't work, right? What are we up to? I saw they were still banging on about the Timeless Child, which I guess we've got to look. Classic Doctor Who's finale, final plot hole actually has an official solution. What plot hole? I guess we'll look at it. Now I'm just irritated, right? What are you saying? Okay. As any hardcore Whovian knows, the final TV episode of the original run of Doctor Who ends with a surprising plot hole. What's the surprising plot hole? They walk off together, right? The current era has been going strong since 2005. Well, not really until 2017 when it ran adrift. However, the original run of Doctor Who sequels ran blah 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 blah. Survivor Part 3. The finale, yeah. So they wrote there, there are worlds out there, blah blah blah, at the back of a pack of fags or something. This first guy found himself in conflict with Midge, a friend of the companion. Yeah, it was kind of a weird Lost Boys kind of moment on bikes, right? The Seventh Doctor, so they smashed together and he survives landing on a couch on a rolled mattress. This was explained in the comics, right? It was put there by Colin Baker's Doctor. This was 100% explained, right? But where did this incredibly convenient landing site come from? The Doctor has... No, okay, it was just shit set design. It was fine. Many impossible scenarios, but usually some kind of planning helps. The original TV run of Doctor Who was such a lucky escape. Left fans... No one's ever thought about... Fuck you. Let me see if I can find the where is it? I think it'll be over what folder it been. Is it that one? No. This one, I think. Hang on. Is it? No, it's not in there, is it? No, it's over here. Fine. It's in one of the Titan collections. Not Annual Titan, is this it? No, it's Titan, no, Panini over there, so I'm in the wrong folder. Graphic novel. Cold Day in Hell, Widow's Curse. Oh, they might not have it yet. In this thing. Hang on, which one was it? Betrothal of Sontar, World Shapers. No, I don't think they have it. It's really annoying. Like, I can't find it off the top. I guess I just go look on the shelf and wait there. There is that crazy approach. I could just like pull a physical copy off my shelf and look. Like I'm not a twat. There we go. It was in, I think, Emperor of the Daleks or Nemesis of the Daleks. Well, I think it was Emperor of the Daleks. Let's have a look. Hang on. Yeah, it's too tight. We were, she cried. I'm positive it's this one. Emperor of the Daleks. And it was a throwaway line. Oh, man. Tell you, that's... throwaway line. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, that's Genesis of the Cybermen. Sounds like it's going to be shit. Yeah, fine. So it's in this collection, right? Let me just find it. Where you have Colin Baker meet with that's on the Dak story. Oh, maybe it's in the next one. Oh, it's annoying. I'm pretty sure it's in this one, right? It's after the main story. Is this it? Hang on. No, not that one. What is it? This one over here? There you go. It's Davros talking to the Sixth Doctor, and then Seventh Doctor shows up. Was it there? I can't remember. Oh no, maybe it's not in this one, but definitely in the comic book. You had the Sixth Doctor and Seventh Doctor meeting up and said, "Oh, that matches us way too obvious," right? Maybe was it over here? Hang on. Yeah. It was Perry in it over here, picking up Davros. Hang on. Because again, there is a conversation between the Seventh Doctor and the Sixth Doctor. Well, I guess it's not there. Hang on. Let me just have another flick through. Just flick my button. Seventh Doctor. Don't see any Sixth Doctor. Right? Just Seventh Doctor. Maybe it's at the end of this story over here before like the prequel one. They're on Spyridon. Very cool, like telepathy Doctor threatening Benny. That part 6. No, not there yet. Oh yeah, found it. It's over here. Okay, where is it? Okay, I hope you appreciated the mattress in Perivale. I also think less obvious. There you go. That's it. Leave me alone with this. Hang on. Doink. There you go. So there's never been a problem for anyone. And it was dealt with then. What year was this from? Originally published. It was 2017, but when were they originally published? Emperor of the Daleks was Doctor Who Magazine 197. Doctor Who Magazine 202. Let's have a look, see what that date was. Doctor Who Magazine 202. See, you need a real geek to be able to 93. Okay, it's 31 years old, that answer. And it was fine for everyone. Nobody gave a shit. But okay, how's it been fixed? Here's how it's been fixed. Irritated scratching their heads over Doctor surviving to a silly coincidence, blah, 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 blah. Doctor explains the original TV end. Fuck me! This is from 93. This is literally what now, really? That was a waste of fucking time. Oh. Doctor Who's Timeless Child probably explains why the TARDIS said, no, it doesn't. Oh, we got to look at how the Doctor evolves in the 60s. Yeah, it was good. Then it went shit. We're still talking about this bullshit. It's gone. It's over. Nobody remembers it. Nobody cares. And the only person who cares is Rusty Davies, who keeps trying. Remember the time as children when everything fell completely, and I'm here to try and fix that. So I shouldn't really mention it, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, how marvelous! Chris Chibnall's TARDIS shows is probably the former showrunner's biggest and most controversial additional Doctor Who canon. No, because it wasn't canon. It created its own canon. But also, Paradox explains why Doctor Who has completely died a death. There wasn't paradoxical at all. One of the plot holes that opened by the storyline. Dr. Disney has gently referenced the Children's Divisive Edition stupidly. Along with every other creative decision of this era, it's a bad one, right? It's a genuinely bad one. Disney. Doctor Who's Disney has gently referenced Chibnall's Divisive Edition to the show's continuity, but it hasn't focused on all that much. Okay, fine. The Doctor's life also was affected by a shocking reveal due to a strong connection with the Time Lord and iconic blue box. However, the Timeless Child storylines explains why the TARDIS looks so recognizable. Because they needed to be recognizable for this reveal. That's all they wanted. The da-da-da moment. Didn't think it through at all, and it's dumb as a box of rocks. Much like the rest of this era. TARDIS has been a huge part of social one, blah, 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 classic, blah, 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 although it holds the potential to blend seamlessly in surroundings. It's 1950s police box. Of course, the show had long explained why before Chibnall took charge, but the tiniest TARDIS twist Karney adds to this lore. The biggest clue comes from the surprise actor is added to the group of people who play the Doctor. No, the group is now infinite, like limitless. So she's not special at all. And I consider this non-canon. Doctor may have looked like it does much longer. Season 12, Fugitive to Dune, introduced Joe Martin as Doctor. It's a pre-Hartnell Doctor. No, they weren't. Let's fuck off with all of this. It didn't bother wrapping up explaining it. Flush it, forget it. Don't think about it ever again. Although TARDIS memory also has been strongly implied to have been wiped by the division, the time and space machine may... Again, the one rule of retconning is it has to be good. If it's not good, it's not going to work. Please see Deadly Assassin. If so, it could remember things taking. It could remember taking the form of a police box before its pilot took the form of Hartnell's Doctor. So, if so, the TARDIS could also have been made a conscious decision to remain that way, although it might not understand why. In short, the future of the Doctor. This isn't a solution to it. Okay, this is actually quite inventive. I'm gonna walk this back and give it credit where credit's due. They're saying the Doctor's police box has always been in police box because it's a subconscious knowledge or memory that being a police box is a good thing. Right? It's like a subconscious, he knows it's a good thing to be. That's why it reverts to a police box. That's not a bad idea, right? That's not a bad idea. Although, fuck off, we don't need it. The TARDIS community set can still be broken. It's pre-Hartnell, blah, blah, blah. Not a horrible idea. I hate to tell you, not a horrible idea. Let's do this one next. What of the 40th Doctor when he regenerates? Oh, fuck off. Explained by one Shooty Gatwa line. It was just one line. Let's see what it is. God, I hated this. This is so dumb. Everything about this era is dumb. It's fine because you fix yourself. We're Time Lords. We're doing rehab out of order. So this is just, he's just going to sit around and relax. Okay. Shooting Gat's controversial. Doctor Who is great. No, it's not. What, season 5? Again, I'm going to criticize it, so I better say it's fantastic. It's that he's annoying that he's crying all the time. It's fair to say that every new Doctor in Doctor Who experiences growing pains as they slot into the role. But Shooting Gat's 15th Doctor could be perfect with a minor adjustment, not being super gay and crying all the time like a bitch, and not being a self-obsessed narcissist, right? Maybe. There's just 3 suggestions. You choose, babe. You choose, darling. There are a few shows that have been so focused on change and embracing new, different things than Doctor Who, but that doesn't stop fans from having strong opinions about on minor adjustments of the show. For all 60-plus years the show has been running, Whovians have held firm beliefs about what Doctor Who is supposed to be. At its core, he is an alien with 2 hearts who has taken a liking to Earth and tends to spend much of his time on planet Earth and in the company of the human race. When he has a particular fascination with. Okay. However, the Doctor is not human and is a special ability to blah, blah, regenerate. Yes, we know. Regenerate causes him to change physically, but also mentally. Again, this time makes him a crying queer faggot, I would say. And again, being a faggot is not related to being gay. It's being a crying bitch constantly. I mean, look at this. Stop it. Oh, I'm going to cry. And now I'm going to suck a dick. And now I'm going to cry. And now I'm going to cry. Oh, now I'm going to cry. While this regeneration appears to be largely random, well, not really. They've indicated, since Capaldi, they indicated differently. There's also indicators that the Doctor transforms into whatever they may require to best deal with their new challenges and process. Well, then it's not random. Lives that came before. It's random, but also totally not. God, this guy's a moron. While the first generation was the most closed off and stoic, not really, grumpy, I would say. Based on the character in the 15th iteration is now deeply an emotional being, a crying bitch is what I would say, who sheds tears freely and experiences incredible depth of empathy. No, he has no empathy. He has no empathy for anybody who is not like who's not queer, right? Then he hates you. What has been criticised occasionally, constantly, again, nobody's interested in this era of Doctor Who. This is one of the reasons. It makes sense for the Doctor to be more emotional on the 15th regeneration. Oh, okay. Not if you want people to watch the show, which they're not. So there you go. So this Doctor experienced regeneration a little different from the other. It wasn't it was a bi-generation, and I think he just did it because he likes the word bi. How it was a very short time from the 13th regeneration to now. Yeah, because everything's been shit, right? And we could make the 15th feel somewhat uncertain. In addition, 13th Doctor was one of the most private, secretive, and closed-off Doctors. No, she was. They had no nuance to her. She was just shit. In the modern-day show, often hiding much of herself from her companions, very badly. Right, acting really badly. So seeing the 15th Doctor be more emotional and expressive. No, okay, he's supposed to be more emotional and expressive because David Tennant's Doctor did rehab and went into hiding, right? For his generation. But then again, we don't know if the 14th Doctor regeneration to the 15th Doctor, right? None of this shit makes sense, and it's all shit. Well, the same emotional nature has led to some fairly large issues for the 15th Doctor. While many of the earlier Doctors handled their emotions, and as a result, they could remain highly perceptive and aware of their surroundings, the 15th has walked into several problems. Yeah, because all he cares about is being fucked in the arse. I mean, like, really? That's the only, like, to be a grinning moron fuck bunny, right? That doesn't work for Doctor Who, right? Stoic. I mean, yeah. William Hartnell's stoic compared to fuck me now, Shooty fucking Gatwa. Right? Shooty, please come on my chest, Gatwa. Or maybe on my ass. I don't know. I can't stand it. Okay. We're losing the will to live right now. As well as several problems, which could have been easily, but likely been avoided with a little more focus. Like, if it wasn't so shit, how one of my shooters stepped in the middle of an active war zone, stepped on a landmine, and then called his companion out to help him by singing a song and crying. This guy's a moron. One episode later, he steps into a mythical circle and disappears, leaving the companion all alone. Yeah, again, this guy's a moron. But again, none of it. While the emotionality of the Doctor is not the inherent problem, it appears to be something that the character needs after being somewhat emotionally stunted. It's led him to become clumsy and accident-prone. It's shit. Okay? It's shit. Please try and understand what it is. It's shit. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, this is just dumb. Yeah, it's just shit, mate. Okay, there's nothing else to it. It's just shit. Okay, there's no other way of explaining it. It's just shit. Oh, how's it evolved since the 60s? No, I don't want a trial. There's a video. Oh, fuck off. What's going on here? Let's have a look at Radio Times. What they got going on? Carol Ann Ford saying, hopefully I'll be in it again. Does this mean she is? Okay, if you haven't been filmed in it, right, then you're not going to be in it. Once this filming for War Between Land and Sea finishes, They're not filming anything till 2026 at the earliest, right? And how are you, darling? Right. So she said, Susan, at the Luton Comic Con, the reprisal will be very emotional. I don't know if I could survive the excitement. Actually, it will be an intense beyond all intensity. It's not just... get this out of the way. It's not just returning. It will bring back all the million memories of William Russell and Jackie and Bill, William Hartnell, and the other various people who aren't with us anymore. Basically, everyone, right? Everyone's dead. They're all dead, Dave. They're dead. Dead, Dave. They're all dead. Full continue. I keep being reminded I'm the last one standing, and I'm not happy to hear that. Well, you were kind of like the youngest one. She was referencing the Devil's Chord, Susan Triad, blah, blah, blah. I mean, again, you're still doing stuff at Big Finish. With it. Discussing the tenors of reintroducing the character with a song absence, Ford said he'll come back and get me and everything. Yeah, he did. I look, the Eighth Doctor did. I give him a good telling off if I saw him again. Okay, but you did this. This all happened. I don't know what to tell you, darling. I'm then you're being bonkers, right? Being a bit cray-cray. David explains why Doctor Who meant I could be the hero. Man. Doctor Who fans can win exclusive screening of 2024 Christmas special. It's not interested in that as well. Fancy Enjoy the World, but on the big screen? Nah. Really, nah. One lucky man get a chance to see the episode with up to 30 of their friends. That's pretty good. And loved ones at a cinema local to them by entering the prize draw. That closes on midnight on October the 13th. Okay, then you got 30 of your friends. That sounds like you could have fun with it, right? You could really take the piss. It'll only be before it's there, so probably the 23rd, right? Or something like that. Doctor Who website describes friendship is universal as a celebration of the companionship and camaraderie at the heart of Doctor Who. Both characters we love for their hearts and every family. What the fuck are they talking about? Episode picks up after this Empire death. Millie gives a Ruby Sunday, said a tearful farewell, and eventually they chose to reconnect with her biological mother instead, or she got fired. What do you think? Look, more charismatic and watchable than David Tennant, than Ncuti Gatwa, as Millie Gibson was. No wonder she was bloody fired, right? I firmly believe that she was fired.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.